show about to get a little bit spicy, baby. So I have watched Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1, and I feel that it is far the proof that James Gunn is the wrong guy to be running that of DC. Now I know some of you may love this type of material. However, in my opinion, it's only going to alienate more fans moving forward. Now let me tell you about this fucking episode. First up, the recap retconned the ending of Season 1. No longer is it that of the Justice League showing up. It is now the Justice Gang, which tells us that Gunn is adamant on making them a thing. I don't know about you, but I ain't never heard of a fucking Justice Gang before in my life. I thought that he was coming with comic book accuracy. Seems to me that he is making it up as he goes. Now, after the opening credits, which has changed and is absolutely cringe, if you thought the first opening credits was bad, this has doubled down. That's right. I know some people are going to say, well, oh, it's intentionally bad. You can't defend something that's intentionally bad, right? Okay, just want to point that out. Then we're introduced to that of Peacemaker. Now, Peacemaker, he is struggling. No one recognizes him as a hero. He's not getting the respect that he feels that he deserves. However, watching the episode, I said, dude, do you not realize that you're a trash-ass person? You will kill anyone to accomplish your goal. Never mind the consequences. Peacemaker doesn't give a fuck. He's going to kill the president. He's going to kill the prime minister. He does not care. But yet, he doesn't understand exactly why he's a bad person, or at least labeled as one. One of the worst characters ever written of all time. The dude is absolutely trash. Now, with the struggle comes stress, as it is for all of us, right? So Peacemaker, he goes home, pulls out the bomb, lights up a little weed. I'm okay with that. All right. Pulls out his stash, lays down some crack cocaine, and snort a line. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Peacemaker is snorting cocaine. The follow-up to Superman, as James Gunn said it, is snorting cocaine. No wonder why Peacemaker is fucked up in the head. All he does is snort cocaine. All right? Oh, but look, it gets worse. So when he lifts his head up, there's a bunch of naked people around him, at least 200. An orgy. Now, when I first heard about this scene, I thought that people was over-exaggerating. I said, there's no fucking way that Warner Brothers allowed James Gunn to put that in anything related to DC. And here it is. I'm watching the scene, and I'm in disbelief. People are having sex everywhere, and they're actually showing it. Like Pornhub. That's right. You got one guy standing there swinging to his knees. The other guy is barely swinging at all. One girl is bent over, getting smashed. And while she's bent over, another girl is licking the ass of one of the guys. What the fuck did I just watch? Who the hell allowed this guy to run rampant like this? To put this in anything that is related to DC. Is that comic book accurate, ladies and gentlemen? Hell to the no. And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. See, at first, I thought that it was a hallucination. I said, okay, he started this cocaine. The guy is tripping out. There's not a soul in the house with him. This is something that he's just yearning for at this very moment. No. When that kind of like filter wears off and he walks into the kitchen and more people in there are having sex, I said, this is real. This is real. Then you got two naked guys walking up to each other, about to kiss each other like, hey, look, we're about to do our thing. What the man, look. Man. How is it that we were told that the DCEU was too damn dark, But here it is, the DCU has done something that the DCU has never attempted. And that is display an orgy on such magnitude that you could only turn your fucking head. This was disgusting. How, as a father, can I sit down and watch this with my kids? And I know many people are going to say, well, they said that it wasn't for kids. Oh, it is R-rated. In fact, it is NC-17. But at the same time, I thought the goal was to ring in the family audience. We were told that this was the follow-up to Superman, which is why it hit digital early, which we all know was a fucking lie. These bitches are not keeping it real with us. How the hell does Peacemaker connect to that of Superman? All right, let's move on from the orgy and let's talk about the rest of the damn episode. Now, Peacemaker, he goes into the hub where his dad makes all of his weapons, well, used to make all of his weapons, and he turns a corner and suddenly there's another door. Now, we're being told that this hub has been shared by all of the Peacemakers and all of his fathers across the multiverse. His father, this cheap-ass redneck, this racist-ass fucking person, somehow, some way, created a hub that's able to stabilize the multiverse. So he finds another world, and as you know, he's going to try to take that Peacemaker's place. Now, one can say the retcon was the new Peacemaker, or should I say the old Peacemaker, the alternate Peacemaker. That was his scene, right? You can say that, but it's not explained. It's not explained. See, this is proof right here that these nowadays people who are dealing with comic book material doesn't care about what they're handling. That's right. That's right. This guy literally wrote a retcon, an orgy, and a multiverse in one damn episode. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We're sitting in a time where people are willing to accept anything from the comic book movie genre, regardless of if it's good or bad. They just accept it all. Peacemaker season 2 having a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes make no goddamn sense to me. How? The episode didn't even explain anything. In fact, the episode tries its hardest to get away from season 1, which pretty much resets the story for Peacemaker. And talk about the retcon. Do they not realize that season 1 is sitting right next to season 2? This is a dumbass situation. That's right. DC is directionless. DC is absolutely underwhelming. DC has lost its thunder. It's gotten so bad, they're trying to bring in the pedophiles, man. Which makes sense, because maybe that is where James Gunn feels comfortable. See what I'm saying? Maybe he's trying to appeal to his buddies. This was easily one of the worst things that I ever watched in my entire life. That's right. I'm hesitant to even finish the season. That's how bad this was. That's how bad it was. And you talk about DC, the state of DC, how the hell is it going to get on its feet? F. It is tonally all over the place. You got PG-13 and NC-17 all in one fucking year. Can you believe that? The next year, you're going to have Supergirl and Clayface, I believe. So, 2 out of 5 DCU projects will be rated R. Is that the crowd that they're going for? As I said, James Gunn was the wrong guy to run DC. In the end, you guys are going to see all he's going to do is alienate more of us. You already saw the chart. His Superman reined in 45% of Man of Steel audience. It's only going to get lower from here.